When buying a project car, it's sometimes nice to buy a stripped vehicle because you can build it back any way you want. But one thing I hate building is the wiring. This is my 1987 Chevy S10, and now that the interior is painted, I can start connecting all the electrical components to the battery. And to help me do this, I have this universal 14 circuit wiring harness from Jags. I'm trying to keep the wiring as simple as I can on this truck, and I don't plan on running power windows or doors or having a cigarette lighter, so 14 circuits is enough for me. Traditionally, the fuse panel is mounted on the far driver's side of the firewall with some wires going through to the engine bay, but I have since welded up this hole and installed a line lock. So I welded in this custom bracket just above the transmission tunnel to have the fuse box centrally located. The wires are grouped into sections pretty well, but it still gets a bit crazy. Luckily, all the wires are numbered and labeled, and the instructions definitely help. I did have to drill a few holes in the floor and firewall to route wires outside the cab, and I made sure to protect them with grommets. Most of the wires are connected to the steering column, and the old gray column had definitely seen better days. So I disassembled it completely, painted it the same color as the interior, replaced all the bearings in it, and put in all new switches. The wiring harness did include all the connectors, but I did have to separately order this Jags turn signal connector, because the truck had the later style turn signal switch. The Hawley gauges can be wired in next, and the paint on this looks absolutely amazing. But after a ton of wiring, I'm mostly done, and it felt so good to turn the key in the ignition and watch all the gauges come to life and the radio turn on. I do also have this Jags carpet, and I was very tempted to install it, but I'll wait till the computer is fully wired and the truck is actually running.